Hi, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom. I hope you're doing well and are faring as well as possible under the circumstances we find ourselves in. Wanted to share a brief message with you before Shabbat. Ordinarily, not in the springtime, but in the very late spring into the early summer, we start our preparations towards the Memorial Day or Commemoration Day of Tisha B'Av, the ninth of the day of Av. In Jewish history, many calamitous things took place on this date in history, including the destruction of both the first and second temple. Some say the expulsion from Spain was the decree was signed on that day, and many other calamitous moments in our history. In the 7 weeks leading up to Tisha B'Av in the summer, we prepare spiritually for the commemoration of such momentous destructions in our people's history. And then afterwards, we have 3 weeks of consolation. And the haftarah of consolation, which comes on the Shabbat immediately following, is called Shabbat Nachamu, the Shabbat of comfort. And we get these words from the prophet Isaiah in the 40th chapter. It begins, Nachamu, Nachamu Ami, take comfort, my people. And Isaiah is really the perfect person, the perfect prophet to express the sentiments of leading up to impending doom, the doom, and then recovering from it. Because you see, the book of Isaiah in the Bible represents the three phases of that very thing. Isaiah was preaching that the Jews of old should improve their ways because something bad was going to happen if they didn't. Then he witnessed the destruction of the temple and was in exile with the people and prophesied that the people would return and be remembered by God and reestablish life, and that is what happens. The 40th chapter, where Nachamu, Nachamu Ami comes from, represents that turning point from the destruction to the hopefulness and starting to think about the future. We ourselves have been in just such a process these last many weeks. We could sort of see the beginnings, the inklings, the prophets of doom about what was going to happen with the coronavirus. At first we said, no, that'll never happen here, and then it won't be so bad, and then it won't affect that many people. And then, of course, we've come to see the calamitous nature of the virus, not only here in Westchester, but throughout our state, of course, in New York City, our whole country, and the whole world. While I can't say that we've turned the page yet to that second stage of Isaiah where we're able to take comfort with what the future holds, I do think the prophet Isaiah offers for us an important reminder that there is a cycle to all of these things, even tumultuous events in our lives personally, but also as a community and as a global community, a global family. And so what I hope for us in this Shabbat is that we, even though we won't read this for a few months, that we will take these words to heart, Nachamu, Nachamu Ami, that Shabbat gives us a time to seek out that which comforts us. According to Jewish tradition, Shabbat is supposed to be a glimpse of the world to come, what it will be like after the Messianic era has begun. And so perhaps for this Shabbat, we can daydream a little bit, fantasize a little bit about what the future will be like when this is all over, but also to seek out the things that do provide us with comfort, with nechama, with some comfort for ourselves. So if that's a little time by yourself, if that's curling up with a good book, if that's going for a long walk, tomorrow afternoon is supposed to be beautiful. I hope you will do just that and provide yourself with just a little bit of comfort so that this Shabbat is comforting and helps us last through the week until we come back together for Shabbat again. So I say to you, Nachamu, Nachamu Ami. Find comfort, my people. Shabbat Shalom.